What did you eat for dinner? There's the stream link, by the way. Okay, so sell me on... Did you hand make the chicken noodle soup? Ooh. Now that's how you get the good stuff. So tell us about your chicken noodle soup.
Hi.
Hey, welcome back.
I keep forgetting I changed my laptop password to your birthday.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I might have to restart the stream. I think I tabbed out of the game too early. Oh, never mind. There we go. Okay.
Chicken noodle soup.
That's the good stuff.
I know, I made it for you once.
It's pretty good. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so real quick, baby, can you just start talking at length?
Hi, my name's Leland. I work at Saks Contemporary. How can I help you today? If
Keep
you
going.
have any questions, let me know.
Keep
How's
going.
that fitting for you? I can do this return right here. And no worries. Do I still gotta keep going?
One more sentence.
Okay. Welcome to Saks Fifth Avenue.
Okay, so thank you. This should be good. Real quick question. What is the difference between subtitles and closed captioning?
Don't know.
Does closed captioning also, like, fill in sound effects, maybe? I think? Closed captioning will affect, like, that covers subtitles. I do this because you guys don't always have sound on unless I specifically be like, hey, guys, I'll shut up so you can hear the... CC usually has also, like, the, like, door slam or phone ring, I think. Yeah. Alright, we'll do closed caption then, because for the purposes of watching the stream, you two are essentially deaf.
Essentially.
Let's enable the crosshair. Do-do-do-do. Apply, back. This is the most exciting part of any game, where Will just goes through the options menu. And I know you guys are loving it. Okay, we're gonna make this a borderless full screen game. And the sound is looping. And I think it just crashed.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Okay, cool. Can I click on other stuff without it minimizing? Okay, cool. Sumi, you're not mute. I've heard you say 5 sentences. I'll be honest, it has been so long since I just remember I was playing Penumbra. I don't remember what your voice sounds like. I just remember it was higher pitched than I imagined. But I know I have heard your voice. I always pictured Sumi as sounding kind of like a... Not a man, but like a woman that smokes like 4 packs a day. I don't know why I've assumed this, but it's probably just because she has... Because you have an affinity for detective and like mystery stuff, and so I just picture you as the quintessential detective who's constantly chain smoking.
You're terrible at guessing voices, aren't you?
I I don't want to admit that that's entirely accurate and completely true.
But you feel like it is?
It is. No, I don't. I refuse to directly acknowledge the complete and utter truth of that statement. So, in a roundabout way, I mean, hypothetically, I might admit that that's an entirely accurate statement. But, you know, no, I'm good at knowing. I mean, I don't know. It's like, Allie. You know, Allie, like, I knew Allie for, like, 2 years before I heard her voice for the first time. And, like, I knew before hearing her voice, well before that, you know, she was trans and, like, her voice would be more masculine and all that. But, like, I didn't anticipate just how goddamn British she was. So British. Yeah, like, the first time I heard her say, like, oh, I'll be right back, I'm going to the loo. Where I was just like, oh my god. I didn't predict you being that British. I don't understand how British people, or Australians, for that matter, say the words they say without laughing.
What?
Like, do you remember that time in our D&D group, Luck, that he just said, like, you might not have been in the voice chat at the time, but he was like, yeah, no, I drank a bunch of grog last night that we got at the Drongo. And it's just like, that's the most Australian fucking sentence I've ever heard. How did you say that with a straight face? Oh, by the way, I've started the game. But by the way, to Sui, that just means he drank some beer that they got at, like, a liquor store.
Morning. Good morning, Buzz.
Good
Morning.
morning. And sorry for the early meeting. I have a feeling we might have a long day ahead of us, so we better start early.
Looks like
So
Stanley's
which building did you
parable.
accidentally demolish this
What?
time?
Looks like the Stanley
I'm not
parable.
saying we'll
It
be here all
does,
day.
although we can see
Some of the
character
places
models.
you're about to survey
Yeah.
are in exceptionally bad shape, so we might as well be prepared for the worst. Also, those reports we received from the municipality council
Because
yesterday
there's text,
seem to
I
be
can
complete.
talk while this happens, but to
So
assumes
either those
Drongo...
reports have gone missing, or there never was any maintenance
Drongo
to
is
begin with.
simultaneously liquor and liquor store, it seems.
Extra careful out there.
It's like how in American we might say, like, I ate McDonald's or I'm going to McDonald's.
Mark, why don't you go ahead and start the presentation?
Macus.
Oh yeah, in Australia they call it Macca's. Which is just flat out a better name. If we're being honest here. Oh, I'm in charge of the slide.
All right. A quick recap of the
Oh my god, this is literally starting with a presentation about, like, structural analysis.
and with the upcoming local council elections, there have
Oh,
been
does it?
some
Hey,
changes
I thought
to
he
the
used it for
maintenance
liquor, but
processes of the Stalberg
I could be wrong.
It was decided that all key infrastructure, including power plants and water systems, will
Maybe
now
he
be
was
owned
calling
by
us stupid.
Do we really need to hear all this again?
Well, not really. I just thought it would be a good idea to jog your memory a bit, you know?
Well, of course I
Anyway,
wasn't the
like I
wiser.
said
I'm.
earlier,
He was calling me
there were
dumb,
some missing
probably for a reason.
details about the state of these buildings. That's why you'll be having a field day today.
Okay, so there's a bunch of buildings that I need to survey. There's missing details.
In need of urgent maintenance.
Gotta find urgent maintenance.
Bridges crossing the Plow Wedge River are any indication. I expect to see some pretty nasty stuff.
I hope not. The city council doesn't have much money to spare.
Typical.
I can't tell based on their accents what country I'm in. It's not America, but I'm not sure.
New Zealand.
Mark,
Can you Google NCG, the National Consulting Group? Maybe like they have a specific market, or Stallburg,
feeling sleepy, Mark?
the city of
Time to
Stallburg.
wake up and start the presentation.
Hey,
So Stallburg.
STALBURG. Also, game. Shut up!
I
I'm
know you hate early
I'm
mornings.
talking to my girlfriend, Gabe.
We have work to do.
The game is literally like being like, "Hey, click, go to the next slide." I'm talking.
Mark,
Oh my god.
so, as
It's an
discussed
NC.
earlier,
Ooh, is this the Coloradan accent?
locations today.
Because apparently Colorado is vaguely German.
Right.
Carla and
Stallberg.
Anna, you'll get to visit the Two Gorges Dam. The view from the top is supposed to be pretty spectacular, so the gig isn't without its benefits.
Naturally.
Looks like I get to visit the dam too.
That's right. You will take care of the Hammer Valley Dam and its surroundings. It's there, so don't forget to bring your flashlight.
Sounds like a great way
Well,
to spend this.
can anyone Google Stallberg and see what country?
Final slide.
If there's an actual town called Stallberg? I'm tabbing out also.
I didn't see anything. There's a person named Stallberg.
I found a wiki for something called Stallberg.
Yeah.
Here, I'll type it out. It's like that. Oh, this is literally just referencing the video game wiki. Or the video game infra.
Oh.
Oh, let's see here. Do. Apparently this game has been called the civil engineering game we've been waiting for. Okay, so Lois Interactive. I need to know where this game is before... Oh. The game is just auto-moving me. Apparently I took too long. Okay, so real quick. I did find their Twitter. They're listed as Finland. So that's probably where the accents are from. Is there Finnish accents? Somewhere in the Baltic Sea. So I think that's Finland. First off, let's just admire this awful office space. Because this is egregiously bad.
What are those streaks on the
That
glass?
that's just like art on the glass, it seems.
Oh. This looks like a terrible office.
You know what you need. And then I think that's just beer. This is like the Scandinavian style, unfortunately. Man, the frame rate is not super great. Excelling at engineering. Well, no one's ever said that engineers are artists. Oh god, I hadn't actually looked directly at the lights. Yeah, you're right. But no, the glass art is something that like I could learn to like, but the room is too cluttered for that like glass design to work. Does that make sense, maybe?
I guess, yeah.
If there was less stuff around the glass, it could work, but with all the stuff near the glass, it just kind of makes it chaotic.
Yeah, also the lights are really weird.
Okay, so the card readers are acting up. Use the side door closest to the main atrium. I mean, there's one door to go through, so... Oh, this doesn't have... So recently, Sumi, we played a game called Grey Dawn that I will buy one day when it goes on sale because it's all about Catholicism. But it had the best quality of life thing I've ever seen in a horror game, which is just a straight up toggle to just auto run. And now every game I play that has a run feature that isn't toggleable is just permanently awful. If I can't do that.
You've seen the tunnels. I wouldn't take the metro even if you paid me to.
Actually, the company will pay half of the regional.
Oh, these people are having a conversation in the hall. Let's just hang out and see if they'll move at the end of their conversation. Sumi, what do you mean by nanoleafs? because
Oh, come on.
I'm not familiar with that term.
It's not like the tunnels are going to suddenly collapse.
Nano leaves are like tiny nanometer leaves.
But
You
like,
have
are
really good eyes.
wait, okay. Tell me, can you help me figure out where you guys mean nanoleafs? Okay, that's not a screenshot from this game. Oh, the design on these walls? Let me get back to some. I've never heard them called that. Is it the thing I'm currently staring at in the stream? I mean, I guess so. The world's most efficient, or energy efficient bulb with a unique, stylish design.
Ew.
So these people finished up their conversation well over a minute ago, and now they're doing my favorite thing in video game NPCs, where they all just awkwardly stand away because they're just here to block my my passage, so that this office space can feel full and developed without ever having to do it.
You can't get past them at all?
No. I mean, baby, I'm Finnish. I can't just talk to another person.
Oh, well,
If I've learned
shit, dude.
if I've learned anything from my European friends is that apparently the Finnish don't believe in interaction.
Well, have you tried being another nationality?
Personally?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Because that just feels like I'd be lying.
What do you mean you don't want to be Japanese?
I'm not a weeb. Also, for an engineering firm, I feel like this place could be better designed.
Nah.
There's a lot, or rather, not better designed, but there's a lot of technical stuff that's not working. And honestly, I haven't played Mirror's Edge, Sumi, but I can kind of see what you're talking about. Oh, here we go. Okay, yeah. This is definitely Finland. You guys know how much Finland loves saunas?
I mean, it's cold there.
No, like, saunas are a fundamental, like, part of Finnish culture.
I don't know how they do that.
You go into the sauna, but, like, apparently, like, there are almost as many saunas as there are people in Finland. To the extent that, like, a lot of apartments you can get will have saunas. And it's actually a really common thing in Finnish culture to, like, go into a sauna and then immediately exit into the cold winter and slap your back with a birch branch with the leaves still on. Like, there's some belief that, like, the oils in birch tree leaves are good for you. And then you dive into, like, freezing water, get out, and go back into the sauna.
Finnish people are weird.
Yeah. I mean, they do have a completely unique culture compared to the rest of Finland, or rest of Europe. Like, I remember reading about, like, the Finnish culture actually has a weird amount of crossovers with Japanese. So, baby, you actually might be able to learn Finnish.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, probably. I don't know how much use you'd get out of it, because no other country speaks it, but, you know.
Right.
Alright, do I want to take the elevator or the stairs?
Elevator.
Alright, I'll take the elevator. Okay, it just auto-selected floor 8. Don't know why, but let's see what that does. I thought I was leaving to go do my job. Oh, this just took me up one floor? What the what? Okay. Why do I feel like there's been a murder that I'm just not aware of?
Why?
I don't know, but it just took me up to a completely empty floor.
You think everyone up here is dead?
I mean, maybe not, but like you walk in, there's like a broken, there's a door open. It's been forced open. The glass is broken. There's some papers on the floor. It just seems like where you'd see a murder, right?
Maybe somebody tripped.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna put this because this is just like a little map of where I'm gonna be going. Okay, so to-do list. Sort out. Over half of the maintenance reports are just missing. Read through maintenance reports. Do. Apparently they're just all full of shit. Oh wait. Oh, I'm excited to see this. So this is the Stahlberg error solving model. I love it. I'm gonna hang out here for a sec so you guys can read this too. But this is my favorite. Like, this is just a reference to like. This is like a flowchart meme from like engineers that even my dad knows this. Oh. Yeah. Because all of the paths lead to basically like, is it your fault? No, then don't bother, or can you blame someone else? Does it work? No. Did you fuck with it? No. Forget it. Everything's fine, no problem. Did it work? No. Did you fuck with it? Yes. You idiot. Are you in the shit? Yes. You poor bastard. Can you blame someone else? Yes. No problem. That's like a joke I showed my dad. Because my dad is an engineer. For reference, he's just like, oh yeah, this is a joke. This is like a thing that I saw when it was like in the 80s.
Really?
Yeah. Apparently, so like, engineers love flowchart jokes because it speaks to their inherent need for order and also their incapability of understanding abstract humor. I'm only half joking, being raised by two engineers, but my favorite joke that I shared with my dad growing up was this flowchart where it's like, is it broken? No. Everything's fine. Yes. Did you put WD-40 on, and then the two-branch password, did you put WD-40 on it, or did you put duct tape on it? If you hit yes on either one, then it was like, it's fixed. If you put no, do that. Because everything can be fixed with some combination of duct tape and WD-40. Alright, so I need...
WD-40?
You know what that is, right?
Like a glue?
No, it's the opposite. WD-40 is like a spray that's basically like a super lubricant.
Oh.
So basically you either duct tape it in place or you WD-40 it out of place. And if one of those things does not fix it, then it's just broken beyond repair and it's not your fault.
And get a new one.
You get a new one. Alright, so let's see here. Before you go, take the following with you. Flashlight, camera, helmet. Last time you didn't. I'm playing a forgetful guy. And keys from... Okay, so I need to get to reception. So I need to get, like, I would assume down to the first floor. I left company car keys below and get new markers. These suck. Alright, so I got my phone, got my keys. I mean, I guess that's my keys, so I need to find my helmet, I guess? Or the game might just give me that. Helmet, flashlight.
That's everything. Now to grab the master keys from the reception.
Oh yeah, no, these are super... This is... I don't know a Finnish accent, but I know that this is a Scandinavian accent that is not any Scandinavian accent I know. Okay, I don't have... I mean, I could bother trying these doors, but I'm...
What countries
That's pointless.
exactly does Scandinavia consist of?
Sweden, Norway, Finland, Denmark, and Iceland. I believe that's it, because Greenland is technically part of, how do I put... Greenland is part of Denmark, I believe?
Oh, okay.
And then some people would argue that Scotland culturally shares it. But I don't know if that counts. I mean, do you...
What the hell?
Oh, god damn it.
Looks like someone forgot to pay the electricity bill.
Oh, these accents are so bad. Let's see here. The doors of all Romu lifts, commercial elevators can be opened manually by overriding the fuses B2 and B3. Okay. Okay, so none of these are labeled. Okay, hold on. There's got to be something to figure out here, because... Okay, figured it out by accident. That's how I do. I am a champion.
Baby,
Yes.
my phone has just informed me that you can now battle trainers in Pokemon Go.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah.
I will have to reinstall that, and then we can battle, and you can kick my ass, because I played it for like 2 weeks. Sumi, did you do Pokemon Go? Do you have a team that Leland can stomp?
I don't have a good team.
I will bet $7,000 that your team is better than mine. I played for like 3 weeks when it came out, and then I stopped.
Oh, fucking nerd.
Does Al have a team that Leland can stomp?
He can stop me, probably.
Well, I mean, we don't know that Al actually plays seriously. Hold on. Don't make the assumption that Al is dedicated to this game.
I just did.
Oh, I mean, don't, though.
I did, though.
Okay,
I
so...
I do like the game, if only, like, you could trade Pokemon or something.
Alright, real quick. There's 3 images of food here. I need both of you to tell me 1, 2, 3, left to right. Which of these 3 dishes would you eat so that I can judge you?
What's in the middle?
Oh, there's no reference. I don't know what these dishes are. I can't clarify. I just want to know, based solely on the image, what would you eat first? And then Sumi's done in order, so give me all 3 orders, baby.
The middle, the right, and the left?
Okay. This speaks of you all.
What do you mean?
I mean, you both of you agree that the middle one looks the tastiest, and I have to say I agree.
It has dipping sauce.
Yeah, I mean, any dish that comes with dipping sauce has to be good. I have to side with Leland. I'm sorry, Sumi. The dish on the right, or on the left, it looks like it could be good, but I don't know what the fuck is going on with it. Whereas the one on the far right, like, it's got mint, which I'm a slut for, and it looks like it has pesto.
Yeah, it's either mint, basil, or pesto, or something else.
Oh, no, I mean, the leaves on top of it. Oh, those could be basil, yeah. But either way, yeah, that's good stuff. I don't know what's... What? You've never seen bright green... You've never made pesto. I encourage you to make pesto. Wait.
Chunky?
Maintenance work on the second floor, water leak, da-da-da-da-da. Apologize for the inconvenience. Okay. So I have to... This is just a random... Oh, right. This is the tutorial segment, so the game is, like, going through random hindrances to teach me mechanics. Okay, got stuck on a door hinge.
These damn elevators. Every time there's a power cut, they go into a lockdown of some What's the point of locking inside the elevator?
No idea. Morning, Mark. You have a letter from the city authorities. It's on the counter. Don't worry, it's not a parking ticket. Looks like it's just...
Sumi, I don't know what you mean by chunky, because that pesto is very smooth.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Yoto. Okay. I can't check my character's inventory, it seems, so I have to just rely that I've been given items.
Like you could use some sleep.
Do you eat like pre-jarred pesto a lot?
Oh my god, this glass design is everywhere.
Now,
I love it.
where is the car? There it is.
This is an ugly car. I don't like two-row pickups, if I'm being honest with you all. Or, well, you both. Sumi, have you ever tried to make pesto? Look.
No.
Okay, look, I didn't come here for y'all to call me out on the fact that I have southern mannerisms despite not being southern.
Y'all got
I already
chill
get
out.
called out by that, by my southern family.
Water?
Okay, look, I will leave this chat.
Water.
Okay. And I'm back.
Hey.
But no, because my mom... Because my mom was born and raised in Georgia, and then she moved to Delaware to work for DuPont. Like, you know, met my dad, blah, 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 had a family, blah, blah, blah. I have a bunch of southern mannerisms that, like, the rest of my mom's family that we would go to visit that are still in the South would just be like, oh, you got a bit of southern in you, huh? Not a real southern boy, though. And it was just this...
Egg imposter.
Yeah, like, there's this always subtle hint of, like, well, you're not actually southern, so don't say those things. It was just like, I was raised by a woman saying y'all. I refuse to be shamed for this. But they were just like, well, you're not actually southern. You know that, right? Boy.
You don't drive a pickup truck?
I don't drive a pickup truck or spit, boy. Yeah.
You don't wear overalls?
I don't wear overalls. My hair does naturally develop into a mullet if I don't
Beautiful
cut
day
it.
in Salzburg today. A little over 18 degrees
I don't
Celsius
spit
and
any
whatever.
dip. I don't vote Republican.
How's that working out for you? Thanks for keeping me in the country.
Oh, I've already explained to my father, full stop, that if you actually do get deported, he's dead to me for ever voting Republican in his whole life. Both my parents, frankly. My mom just doesn't believe in politics, which I get, honestly.
How did he respond to that?
Oh, he was not happy, and I looked him in the face and said, I don't give a shit about your happiness. I'm your child, and this is my actual emotions. Then he just shut the fuck up and let it slide. Because he could see in my eyes that this was something I would fight him to the death over.
Oh.
Yeah, and my dad is used to me and my brother being confrontational because he raised two boys. He's not actually used to seeing me look him in the face with the full force of knowing you are wrong and I will fight you to the death and I don't care about your opinions, which to him is terrifying. Because he's an old white man who's used to having the idea that his opinions are inherently valuable. So when I challenge them based on like fundamental moral grounds, he suddenly loses all concept of coherence. It's like the time that I challenged his, and I mean, in his respect, when I challenged his concept because he used to be not progressive in terms, and I'm still working on making him an actual progressive, but he used to not be accepting of gay marriage.
Right.
I forced his hand on that, but to push it further, like my friend Aaron, he knew prior to her transition and her coming out as trans, and I like, she's trans. I wanted to spend time with her, and when she wanted to come to my parents' house because she still lives in Wilmington, I was visiting. I was gonna have her over, and I like told my dad like, "Hey, so she's a woman, and you're gonna refer to her as such." And he was just like, I mean, I don't know about that. And I just looked at that and was like, "No, you're gonna fucking call her a woman." And like he instantly was just like, "I'm not used to someone saying that with that certainty to me." Okay.
Okay.
And in my parents' defense, following that event, he and I had some talks. They did do a little like research. Like they'll be progressive and accepting of people. I just have to like physically force them to do it. But like they did do some reading, and like my dad was just like, "Okay, yeah, it's fine." And like even later on, like when she wasn't there and like we were talking and like she came up and he said and then he not instantly, but like 20 seconds was like, "Oh, I misgendered. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful to her." He's old school, but he can learn. There's hope.
There.
And hopefully we can organize this so that you can meet like my old school friends.
I've always wondered, how did that conversation you getting deported even come up?
Oh, honestly, I just said don't stop voting Republican to him. And he was like, I actually registered as a Democrat so that he could vote in local elections for specific candidates. And I was like, oh, that's good, because if you keep voting Republican and Leland gets deported, you're dead to me. And then he got really quiet for a while. Because he could tell that I was serious.
Now I feel slightly bad.
No, you shouldn't.
Okay.
That was an entirely move by me, and he knows that. Alright, so I'm now on site. So, I'm literally a building inspector. So, in addition to whatever plot of this game is, I do actually have a job to inspect buildings.
So, funny story. Apparently, stepdad used to be
Oh,
a building
okay, I
inspector.
can't jump into the water. Sorry, go on. Is this the shitty stepdad whose ass I would kick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway, he said once, like, he went into a person's house and engaged in conversation with this woman, and she was like, oh, I would, because she was going to sell the house, and she was like, oh, I would need extra help transporting all the valuables I have. And he's like, oh, cool, do you collect? She's like, no, I'll show you. And apparently in her basement there was like at least 10 these like little intricately made caskets, and there were little dead cats in there. And apparently she had,
Oh! Okay!
she was a taxidermist, I think.
Okay, well, okay, hold on. That does make more sense then.
Yeah.
Please include that in the full sentence before we start speaking. Because it just sounded like a random person's like, I mean, fuck it, I'm gonna collect cat corpses.
Well, those were apparently her cats. And one of her cats gave birth, and the kittens, some of the kittens died.
Oh.
And she had made them into little cat.
I mean, that
statues.
happens, though. Okay, that's... I will admit that does happen, and it is tragic, and especially when, like, you are... That cat's in your life, it can be hurtful. I do think that's still a pretty weird way to respond to it, but...
Yeah, a little bit. And then, like...
But everyone has grief in their own way, you know?
Yeah, but the creepy thing is, like, she started to introduce him to the cats, like...
Oh!
And he was like...
Okay!
Hey, cool, nice to see
Now,
you.
to Sumi, I'm curious... How would you respond to that compared to how Leland and I just went, okay? Are you a heart similar, or I feel like Sumi may very well be feel too awkward to actually say that out loud?
I mean, I wouldn't say it out loud.
I would.
Play.
Because the nice thing about going, okay, is, like, there's a verbal acknowledgement of, I am uncomfortable with this, but also you are also stating, I'm not stopping you.
Okay.
It's the way that you communicate, I will not stop you, go on, I will be a part of this, but also at least subtly trying to say, like, please don't make me a part of it, though. Which, for people with that connection to grief, it can be important. Also, I will be right back.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to go to the bathroom. And to both of you, well, to Leland, I love you. To Sumi,
Love you too.
you're a wonderful friend. And I'm going to kick both of y'all's asses at Super Brothers Smash once somehow all of us get Wii's.
And Switch.
Switch. Okay, yeah. I'm not going to kick your ass at Smash when we get Switches. Once we get Wii's. I main Ganondorf and I'm going to smash y'all. Be right back.
I wonder, though, can't you do, like, online matches or something in Smash? I feel like that'd be a thing by now, right? Yeah. I mean, technology has gone pretty far. But then also, I guess that's got high reactive, time-sensitive kind of mechanics, so maybe online would be tricky, I don't know. Oh. Oh. $20 like a month? Ew, that's more than PlayStation Plus, I think. I think PS Plus is like 16, 17? Oh, it's a year. Oh, okay, thank God. Of course. I mean, I guess it's still... Hey! What are you doing? Get off. Sorry, Cat keeps on trying to jump on my desk, and all he ever does on there is push things off. For fun. Yep. I mean, I guess it wakes me up, and that's why he does it, but, like, sometimes I forget and I put important things on there, like an expensive-ish moisturizer or, like, a necklace. It's just such a pain to pick up in the morning, because it scatters everywhere. Yep. Some tea. I have carpet, so I don't want to clean that up.
Wait. Okay, full stop. There's a lot of questions I have to that statement. So first off, you look like his father, but white. You're not particularly old, and also, you're like 30.
Oh.
but you also have a bit of a baby face. So you don't really, I don't mean that in an insulting way. You don't really look like anyone's father. Just in general, you don't physically look old enough to be a father. B, you're not white. Is the weirder part, actually, and I should have started with the front of, you look like my dad, but white. But I've actually never heard anyone call you white. I've heard people be like, oh, you're Puerto Rican. Or, the big one is, you're Dominican. Is, how old was this child who just assumed you were Caucasian? Because I have a lot of questions for this child, I need to meet them. To tell them they're wrong, I mean.
This kid, I think he's I was teaching the 6-year-old.
Yeah.
I guess some child
the wrong
assumed
age,
his
where they
roommate
don't.
was,
When you hit 9 and 10, you don't see race.
I mean, they're
anymore.
half right.
It's just a weird thing in humanity where you cease to see race for 2 years. Yeah, I know. You're not. You're not black. And I actually met with a man today that I was talking to for a history paper that I'm writing, but he actually did talk about the fact that like his heritage is Afro-Caribbean, and apparently when he was attending Federal City College in the 70s, like he met with the like Pan-African like black pride movement there on campus, and they actually told him that like you're a part-time black. This is unrelated to you being called this, but
It's
they
so good.
like, it was
I
part
need
of
to play it like a second time.
The fact
I
that
haven't
like
gotten the
the
chance to.
black identity back then, the black pride identity lacked Caribbean knowledge, so they're like, oh well, you speak Spanish, so you're not black. No, it's fine.
I got the original Japanese release. So
what I'm saying is,
I
Evan, have you considered being black?
I mean, I don't know. There's this thing that.
Evan, have you considered having African heritage? Maybe. You asshole.
Feel that there are other black folks that aren't black enough.
Yeah. Why are you so white?
Well, he was not one of them.
Why are you so white?
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah. Why are you so white that your dad was black?
I want this. Fuck. Yeah,
Evans,
I got the
answer for your crimes.
I thought it was like okay. I didn't play it too much. But this one looks so good.
Benghazis. You were going to commit Benghazi too. Yes, I know.
No, it's gonna, you know.
It's on a 3.
Oh no, the 23andMe don't bother.
Whatever it is.
Well,
shit.
It can give you insanely detailed parts of your white half.
I thought 3 and 5 were coming
Basically,
together.
from what I've understood,
right?
the black half is just be like, Africa!
Here's the thing, I told my mom that I was gonna do something like that.
Also, don't do that because it gives a private company your DNA information. So don't fucking do that. It's weird.
No, but here's the thing. I told my mom that I was gonna do that because I didn't want to. I don't ever want to dismiss anything about me. So she just looked at me.
Honestly, though, 3 wasn't super good for me. I thought it was like okay.
I wouldn't want you finding out that you're actually
Maybe I was too dumb in high school
English.
to appreciate it.
And all of this like
You were adopted.
yeah, you're completely English. All this like black curly hair. Yeah. This
Years and years of accumulation.
this
dirt.
Oh my god.
Honestly, 3 was
I
the
didn't
reason
want you to
why
find
I
out
got a
this way,
PS2
Evan.
and like way
But
back
you're
then,
completely
like,
you're Turkish.
I had to trick the PS2
So I'm sorry.
into thinking it was Japanese. It was fucking crazy. Like I had to take off the
No.
cover of the
Hold on.
CD
No, you're not fucking
and then
Turkish.
stick a little chip in there. And
Nope.
then you, like,
I mean, you could be Italian.
put a
I
little
don't know
hook on
that.
it,
You're
and
not
then
a
you, like,
Turk.
there's something inside the machine.
I
Like,
can say for confidence
yeah.
you are not Middle
Did you do
Eastern.
that?
We're sure on that part,
Oh my
okay?
god.
What you are definitely is Dominican. Okay, goodbye.
It literally was like a specialty. And anyone could do it. It was like, wow. You were like a fucking magician.
Hello, I am back.
Yeah, dude.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, dude. Why?
Hey.
Why are we calling each other dude?
Talking about way back when I had to trick the Kasumi did it too. Had to trick the PS2 into thinking it was Japanese.
I was about to ask because I see a bunch of Amazon links.
And it was like, oh, it was so hard. Like you had to find a specific like place to shove it in, and then you had to. There was like a hook.
Wait, hold on,
it.
hold on. I need you to explain the sentence. You had to find a specific place to shove it in, and please remember, I did not grow up with a PlayStation at all.
Basically.
So this is referring to the console.
Right.
And not a sex joke.
Can you call it a sex joke?
Was it a sex joke? Because I would not know. I don't know a PlayStation.
No.
That's it. I'll find the right place to shove it in. Wink, wink.
Got this little like disc thing, and it was a specifically shaped disc, and you're supposed to slide it under the CD reader, and then you had to hook it onto something inside the CD reader.
Wait, how did you slide it under? Like beneath the disc that came out for the disc?
You know, there's like a tiny. There's like
oh, the indent.
Yeah, the
okay.
Thing for the CD to go in, right?
Yes.
You plucked that thing off so you could stick the slider in and hook it onto something and lift it. So somehow that made the PS2 think it was Japanese, and then you could read Japanese disc. But it was a very specific place, and it was very hard to find. So like anyone who could do it was a fucking magician.
Did either you or Sumi figure out how to do it for reference?
Yeah, we both did.
Okay, so walk me through the actual, like, what was the process of figuring out how to do, what made both of you magicians then?
You get a PS2, somehow pluck off the CD reader top. So now your PS2 looks broken because it's missing, like, part of the front. And then you get the little flippy disc thing, and you wiggle it in 5 times and hook onto 5 different things and try to lift it and think you're gonna break the PS2, and eventually
so this is more a measure of just like sheer trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait, Sumi, what did you play in Japanese? Naruto Arena? Just kidding.
I mean, look, it's Sumi. We honestly don't know.
I mean, I did it for Naruto Arena too.
Sumi, did you play Naruto? I am playing, by the way. If people are still watching the stream, I have resumed. I'm just trying to figure out how to break into this house. Oh, wait, I can jump. Oh, this opens probably nothing, but...
You can't even jump onto that roof.
I can't. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh, that's the climb animation, and it's not very good.
Empty bottle.
Okay. Don't know why that didn't open the first time I went in.
First inspection target. An old power plant that I already...
Ooh, what is the graphic Sumi just posted?
What happened?
Sumi posted a graphic.
Where?
In the Discord chat.
I don't see it.
It's like a 2 by 3 inch wide. There's a little 1/8 wide by 1/4 deep cutout thing.
Has Sumi been talking? I can't see her typing.
Are you looking on computer?
Yeah.
Do you not see? I'm gonna try and post a similar graphic, and let's see if that registers. Do you see what I posted?
Yep.
You don't see Sumi's.
Nope.
Have you blocked her on Twitter?
No.
Maybe force close Discord and pop back in?
Yeah, let me do that.
Hi, Subs. I hope everything's cool. And I promise Lilith is not. I can see your chat. That's why I linked the thing you posted. I promise Lilith's not ignoring you. Welcome back, baby.
Hi. Oh, now I can see.
You can see all the stuff she's posted? Okay.
Yep.
Where was the last message that Sumi sent that you did not see, if you can identify it?
Eventually.
I just mean looking at the stuff she posted. She posted a bunch of Amazon links. Actually, she posted 2, but one of them is insanely long, and I assumed it was like 5 messages.
No, it's a Persona dancing game. I'll get it eventually.
But, so what, I mean, to both Leland and to Sumi, what is this chart thing that Sumi posted that has, like, the distance measurements? Is that...
That's the little disc you slipped into the PS2.
Oh, was it? Because I was picturing, like, that makes me think of, like, a floppy disk.
No, it was this very thin disc. You can literally slide it under the reader, so it was like 2 millimeters thin.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, and you see that little, like, cutout on the very top? That tiny little cutout? You hook that onto an exact thing inside that you cannot fucking see. And that's the thing that you lift whatever device with.
Okay, one sec, because... Well, maybe not the most hit story game, this is still a puzzle game. I'm going to read this real quick.
That's fine.
Fuck, okay. It's Europe. They say the month, day, year. The 8th, so...
It's day, month, year.
No. Yes. 20th of August, 2002. A very hot day. December 5th, 02. Some weird pain in my chest. Or no, November 5th. December 23rd. Holiday, here I come. Next year, 13th. Heart aching again. Later on, to know I visited this shithole that on a date like that is actually kind of sad. A few days later, goddamn heart. Well, at least this place is still intact. After all this time, I don't feel the same. I don't mean to interrupt y'all's PS chat.
Batteries for the camera.
Yes, dude.
Okay, I've thrown beer. I do remember buying like a discount used copy of or Shin Megami Tensei. I got through 2 combats before I was just like, I hate this, and stopped.
Oh.
Where like it was that like weird thing where like it was on the Game Boy, and I just remember the combat was like you just saw the enemy on the screen, and then you had to like select each party member, but you couldn't see them. And then it'd just be like a drop down their menus, and my brain was just like, yeah, if you're not going to bother showing everyone on the screen, I don't care. And I just couldn't keep track of it, and I just couldn't get into it. That's just to justify my own indifference, but that isn't to actually say it's a bad game.
It was good. The later ones were really good. It was like Pokemon with mythological beings.
Bolt counters might come in handy.
Kinda.
A pack of spare
And
batteries for
darker.
the flashlight.
I'm trying to smash every glass bottle I find.
You trying to smash?
I have to resist a joke
Trying to
that...
smash?
I have to resist a joke that I can't make because Sumi's here and I don't want to make her uncomfortable. Stop pressuring me to make the joke.
I'm not pressuring you.
You are, and I'm trying to be conscious of our friends' probable desires to not hear us make sexual jokes.
Oh, pressure you.
Because I don't know the nature of Sumi's relationship, but I don't want to just assume that she's living in sin.
Do you bathe in sin as well, Sumi? What?
Did you say bathe in sin?
Yes.
Okay, hold on, Sumi. If your family is Mexican, then that means you at least have enough Catholic knowledge to know what it means to bathe in sin in a relationship. Art thou intimate? Don't answer. You don't have to answer. Don't actually answer if you don't want to.
Answer. It's okay.
Like, I only ask that to further the joke, but I genuinely, we don't want you to be uncomfortable.
Thou also doubts yourself in sin.
Yeah, like, I further the joke because I'll be honest, that's an amazing way to phrase it. And then after I came out of my mouth, I was like, oh wait, I need to communicate to Sumi that it is not her intent to actually pry. That's her goddamn business. Oh, there's a room in here.
What's your mission now?
I examine this building.
This is the one you're trying to evaluate?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I'm out, so it's fine. Honestly, I would, because it doesn't seem to do anything. It's probably more just a danger to the public in that, like, random debris and metal was gonna fall into drinking water. I don't know if this game's actually gonna let me condemn buildings, but that would actually be a pretty fun design for a game.
Oh, yeah. %.
Oh, what the fuck was that? My radio fucked up for a second there.
To ghost. Nocturne? Oh god, that was such a hard game.
I honestly thought,
Of spares for the flashlight.
you know what, no, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up.
Nocturne? What about Nocturne?
Who are you talking to?
That
You.
makes 2 packs of
Oh,
spares for the cat.
no, I was gonna make a really stupid fucking joke.
Just get on with it.
Oh, I was gonna joke. I was just gonna say, Sue said, well, I did a quick search. And then it was just gonna be like either, no, we aren't living in sin, or yes, we are. I did a quick Google of what sin was, and it turns out, yup.
You bathe in it.
Alright, we got some letters here. So going from left to right. So demand payment for Sawmill's massive log order. Long overdue. Figure out how to pay our loan to the bank before we go bankrupt. Get money to pay striking workers unpaid salaries. Get a new client. Matt, do you know why the dam stopped passing our logs through the chute? It's been weeks since the last log passed through it. I tried contacting the people at the dam to get this sorted, but there's no one there. Yesterday we tried pushing the logs in the log tunnel, but the chute seems to be blocked from the inside. Any idea what's going on? Also, I still have yet to receive payment for the BYS? I don't know what that is. We sent you months ago. Tom, so dear Tom, I know about the hydropower company's on bankruptcy, but I've seen Alex Hartman occasionally entering the power plant and light coming out of the windows of the dam at night. As for the log payments, by the way, there is like, this is, according to the pitch of this game, there is an underlying, overarching like story about corruption here. So I will read all of the notes. As for log payments, I'm still waiting for the funding from our client. I'm expecting to receive the funding this week. You'll receive your share in cash then. Reply to this soon. Demand payment. Get envelopes and stamps. So there's that. Oh, is that logs? Wait. Hold on. Oh my God damn, Sooms. Thank you for that catch, because yeah, like, my brain initially saw it as logs, but then it was one of those things was like, it's like when someone points something out to you and then, like, you can't ever see it in the right way again.
What has been seen cannot be unseen.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. Alright, well, I still don't... Oh, okay. Wait, let's check down across this, like, hillside. Or this little land bridge. This seems to be blocked. And I can't even interact with it, so yeah, let's cross that bridge. Yeah, Sumi, are you living in sin? Are we gonna meet you in hell? Because we're already going there. You know? You know, I haven't been to confession in years. And I feel like you would know that the Catholic Church is just not super chill with that. When was the last time you, like, you know, had a bad thought about, like, you know, punching someone in the face and you didn't tell a Catholic priest? How in sin are you?
Did you eat a raw potato to stop it?
Look, Sumi, you're, based on what you've told me of being raised, you're Mexican, I'm assuming you're raised Catholic, so let's just be real. Neither of us are equipped to talk about sex in a casual, fun, lighthearted way. We've both been conditioned to just be like, if you ever mention sex, it's inherently awkward and evil. So, yep, yeah, we can both connect on that ground. So instead of the word sex, let's say, borscht. Sebastian. It's when you cross. It's like the movie The Fly with Jeff Goldblum, but instead of Jeff Goldblum and a fly, it's a man named Sebastian and the cold beet soup borscht. Sebastian. Real quick, have either of you had borscht? Because I've actually never had it.
No. Sounds terrible.
I mean, yeah, but it's one of those things where, okay, I died. Apparently you can just walk off the edges of things in this game. Yep, there's no invisible barriers to keep me from walking to this river and dying. Oh yeah, no, they don't teach you how to swim in Finland. They don't believe in swimming. If you enter the water, your life is up to the gods. Yeah, I've wanted to have borscht, specifically, if I recall, because I played a Phoenix Wright game when I was younger, where borscht was like a central component of a case. And I don't remember which Phoenix Wright game it was, but I just remember ever since that I've just been like, ooh, you should try borscht someday, motherfucker.
There we go.
Hey Sumi, do you like makeup?
Oh, fuck! That wasn't even intentional. Okay, it's good. We're good. You know what, Sumi? Like, don't judge. Mid-sentence. Oh, mid-sentence to telling Sui to not. Okay. Everything's fine. That totally wasn't intentional for a joke. Oh no, I fell into the river. Oh. I hate this. I really fucking do.
Do you just not have a lot of space to walk on in that
I
one?
mean, you don't. I mean, you actually do have some space, but like, you're conditioned to assume there's invisible barriers. Anyway, and the game does kind of push you towards the river. So what? Yeah, no, baby. What's this about makeup?
There's a super sale at Macy's.
Ooh.
Tarte.
For what?
Tarte is a makeup brand.
So I mean, so like, I can't pretend to know makeup brands on your level, but I feel like you and I have had enough discussions. Like, what products have you told me about that were from Tarte? So I can.
The pineapple.
Oh yeah, they do cool stuff like that. I mean the pineapple package specifically is pretty cool.
Yeah, Tarte did a special where for I think 50 you get a palette. Oh, this is on Macy's. Let me give it to you.
By the way, Sumi, if you haven't seen their pineapple sale, it's pretty cool because I'll be honest, the packaging is super cute.
The giant golden pineapple.
Yeah, it's like eyeshadow and
Blush, eyeshadow, and some contour. I don't do a lot of contour, but there's some.
yeah, and then like the whole thing comes in like a pineapple shaped case. It's really cute.
Has a mirror and stuff. Here.
Alright, okay, real quick. I need the two of you to just tell me right or left. Whoever like responds first, that's the direction I go.
Left.
Okay. Both of you said left, so that makes this super easy. Nope, shit. I started going right because my brain forgot which side was left and which was right. But I'm now going left. Sumi, don't make the thinky face at me. I'm the smart boy who learned his directions. But yeah, no, the pineapple set, like I've seen it for like in person with her. It's super cute. The packaging is adorable, but the colors are super great.
Pineapple of my eye.
Oh, wow. That is a sale. $17 off.
Yep. That's the price I got it for, because Sephora was doing like a 35% off at the time.
Now, I do have a question.
Yeah?
Because in the product details, it does say, there's a section that says what it is formulated without. And it says parabens and I don't know how to pronounce that. So like just out of curiosity, what are those?
I think parabens is something they put in plastic and it's like super bad for you and canceristic.
Yeah, I can understand why you wouldn't want that there.
Yeah, I forgot what phthalates are.
Okay, so to assume they're both preservatives or just phthalates?
Oh, okay, so phthalate is a salt or ester of phthalic acid. They're dangerous because a family of industrial chemicals used to soften PVC plastic as solvents in cosmetics and other consumer
Okay,
products,
yeah.
which liver, kidney, lungs, and
I-
reproductive system.
I mean, I like in my youth I experimented
3 packs of camera batteries.
pretty heavily with PVC stuff. I know. No, Subi, this isn't a joke. I mean, I am. But no, in the 6th through 8th grade, or 6th through 7th grade, we had this one science teacher. And I feel bad because I'm blanking on her name, despite her being formative throughout my youth, who, my friends, like, I'm not going to say their names because they're real human beings, but I do actually remember their names to this day. Basically, the three of us were like, all of our parents, neither of our parents got off until like 5. So we all were in the after school program at our school because like none of our parents would come to pick us up until 5:30. And for whatever reason, none of our parents wanted to like pay to have a school bus take us. Because America's a hellhole and a school bus isn't just free. And this science teacher, she just let us hang out in the science room, and so she started just like letting us like melt pennies with Bunsen burners and doing like stuff until she started giving us literal after school science assignments. And my favorite was like she basically gave us this list of like supplies to grab that like when I gave it to my dad was instantly like, "You want to do science? I will pay for this and for your friends. Like, to get this material. Like, yes, science, good. I want my son to be interested in science, because both of my parents to this day still kind of want me to be an engineer. And we end up making, like, full-on mortar cannons using, yes. So, I don't remember all of the details, but we had to get 3, per cannon, cans of Pringles. And then the key was to then very deftly cut out the bottom to be as perfectly round as possible. And I remember I had to like sand down the bottom. And then you coated them in duct tape to like, you know, kind of reinforce them. And then you had to carve out a hole at the bottom for the fuse. And then you place them in PVC piping. And then what you do is you take a tennis ball and you'd soak it in lighter fluid. And it's important that you didn't just dip it, you had to soak it. Like, that lighter fluid had to suffuse every part of it. And essentially what you made is a flaming mortar cannon that I was just allowed to build in the 7th grade. That just fired a flaming ball.
To where?
Yes! Is the answer to that question, because it was a mortar cannon and it went beyond the bounds of where the school like had territory. And after we fired the teacher's just like, yeah, we can't retrieve those balls. I don't know where they've gone. I feel so bad not knowing her name, and like I can't go back and find her because she's definitely retired at this point. But I loved her. I love the idea of this one who's just like, I mean, fuck it, let's make mortar cannons. You guys want to shoot a flaming ball well beyond the boundaries of the school's, like, physical territory?
But it was on fire?
No, it's on fire the whole way. I can't emphasize, that tennis ball was suffused with lighter fluid and gasoline.
What was the point of it being on fire?
So a big part of it was it was so on fire that it would instantly cause this like explosive reaction within this like reinforced mortar cannon to shoot it as far as possible. And the sub result of, I think we might have oversaturated it, was it just burned for longer than was necessary. Oh yeah, no, we did this in the field that was surrounded by trees. It didn't cause a fire though.
Thank God.
Yeah. My rating theory is that the fire burnt out before it actually hit the ground, but I have zero evidence to say that that's actually what happened.
Okay.
This is probably what happened. There wasn't a fire. But yeah.
The things you've done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that explains a fundamental aspect of who I am. I don't know, what were y'all allowed to get up to? When you were in the 7th grade.
Well, I technically didn't go to 7th grade because I skipped it.
Okay, well, yeah, you're uber smart. But what'd you do in the 8th grade?
Learned the English language in 10 months.
Okay, what did you do other than teach yourself English so you could read your gay detective novels?
That's Japanese.
Sorry,
That's my third
teach yourself Japanese so you could read gay detective novels.
That
Sumi,
was
you
11th
laugh.
grade.
Sumi, you laugh, but that is not a joke or an exaggeration or me, like, digging at Leland. That's just a fact of her life. This is not an insult or a joke. This is just a statement.
It's a story of how Leland became fluent in Japanese.
Yeah, this is literally just how, like, incredibly dedicated and powerful she is as a person.
I have minor obsessions.
Yeah. I mean, you call them obsessions. I call them points of strength. Because I know no matter how much I would want to read some form of romance story, I could not teach myself a language to do it. That is a point of, like, unquestionable strength and power.
I needed to know where they went after they fought. You can't just leave me hanging like that.
Like, I know what you're saying, but...
It's true.
I don't know, Sumi, have you ever read gay porn so strong that you wanted to learn a language?
I mean, a dictionary is all you need.
Have you ever read porn so strong you wanted to learn anything? Because that is something I've thought about with, like, you know, maybe it's a way to, like, teach math to teenagers, is you make, like, a really good porn game, but they have to do algebra to finish it.
Wait, Sumi, did you play, Oh wait, it wasn't you. You didn't play yaoi games on the...
Oh, I died.
computer. Did you fall? Yep.
Yep.
Oh, there's a live tube. You can use that.
Actually, I feel like this... Wait. I died. Damn it.
Hi.
Hi. I mean, Simi, do you have no... Oh, Sumi, you don't have to actually share with us any of the raunchier styles as you've written. But I am very curious.
Was it gay? Oh. So we are on the same boat. After all. I knew you were one of us. One of me, not Will, I guess.
Hold on. Hold on.
What?
Look, okay, first off, I can't fully speak for Sumi. I can't.
Yeah.
But I think that I can I have done more sexually homoerotic things than you have.
What's that saying? I walk more bridges than you walked.
Look, all I know is you did date a woman, but you two did not have, like, sex. I have rubbed my balls on another man's balls.
I mean, I've rubbed my boobs on somebody else's boobs. Does that
I have
count?
rubbed my balls on another man's balls, and I've rubbed my balls on another man's face.
Oh, God.
This is not a joke. This is not Will bragging. I'm just saying, don't, when you're talking about, like, oh, well, homoerotic literature, like, oh, well, Will's not into that. Like, I may not be sexually aroused, but don't assume that I am not capable of partaking in this literature.
I know you're not sexually aroused by it, but you don't actively look for it like I do.
I mean, yeah, I can get Evan in this room to have him describe what it was like to have my balls on his face.
Oh, God.
One second, let me go get Evan.
Oh, my God.
No, I'm not going to do that. It's late enough at night that I'm not going to bother him to talk about my testicles. But, point is, don't just assume I'm out. That's hurtful, you know?
Want me to read you yaoi next time?
Sure.
You say that.
Okay, there's a puzzle here that I'm not following. I still can't check my phone. I mean, oh, the indicator changes when I focus on something that can be indicated. What's going to be my new audiobook, Sumi? What am I goddamn doing?
I don't know. Oh, I've shown him, like, yaoi drama CDs? That's an audiobook.
What is, I mean, pitch to me. What is a, read to me a yaoi audiobook.
I've shown it to you. And your reaction was very plain. You were like, oh, well, that's more than I thought YouTube would allow on their website. I was like, well, yeah, it's two dudes stirring macaroni.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, get to the weirder parts.
Weirder parts? What?
Sumi, I don't physically know how to describe why that is a significant thing without asking personal questions about your life that I feel might not be polite to ask because I was raised Catholic. So I'm going to let Leela do it. Leela, do you want to explain the significance of the term stirring macaroni?
Do I?
I'll do it if you don't want to. But before I do it, I need Sumi's express permission to ask this question.
So
Sumi, Sumi, shit. Oh god, I was raised so fucking Catholic. 1 second.
I got it. Jesus.
Wait, no, hold on. I just need to make sure. Okay, no one but us is watching this stream. Sumi, you know when you get very wet and either you fingered yourself or you have sex, you know the sound it makes? Like, strictly the sound within your vagina.
Okay, you didn't have to explain it that explicitly.
Well,
it's the same noise as stirring fucking macaroni.
No, that's the point. I was getting to that. I just wanted to confirm that Sumi knew the sound. I wanted to give Sumi a second to acknowledge that she knew this sound. So then, hey, it sounds like when you, like, stir a pot of macaroni. You gotta give the person a sec to acknowledge the thing you're referencing before you like make that connection.
Yeah.
You gotta be polite, you know?
So they also make these like drama CDs. I think you know, right? With either like manga characters, or if the manga hasn't become anime yet, there usually is a drama CD, where it's just basically like silent movie. Or maybe not silent movie. It's like a movie with no pictures. And a lot of those happen for like yaoi manga and stuff. And the sound effects they use, they vary, obviously. Some sound like squeaky ass balloons. I don't know how the fuck they got those. But like most of it is just like probably somebody just stirring a pot of macaroni and cheese. It's very strange. Yep. Apparently a friend of ours, or like a friend of my friend in high school, went to Japan and went to like a bookstore, and she barely spoke Japanese, and the owner was trying to lead her towards like, oh, these are like band CDs and stuff like that. These are like animes and blah blah blah. And she sees this corner, and she knows what they are because she I think she was part of like a translation team or something, but she knew like what drama CDs and yaoi manga meant. So she sees this corner, and it's all like hardcore yaoi manga drama CDs wrapped in plastic and like hidden in like a corner facing away from the windows. And then she purposely goes over there, and she's like, oh, what are those? And the owner just freaks out. He's like, no, 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 no. Those are not for you. Don't touch them. And then he was just so nervous because a foreigner was touching it, and he was like, oh, no, 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 don't listen to those. It's okay. She's like, but what is it? And he just had the hardest time, and she was like, okay, never mind, it's fine. But I was like, you teased that poor owner. Like, he's so nervous. That's what happens. If you go to Japan and ask them about yaoi, I think everyone's just slightly ashamed.
Which is, I'm like so curious to be a part of. Just for the one day that I could just look a Japanese man in the face and be like, hey, so like, hey, I'm not actually gay, but I have rubbed my dick on another man's face. Is that... What's your take?
Heart attack.
Yeah, what's your take on this? Have you ever stood in a circle of your buds, all of whom are of questionable heterosexuality, and compared dicks, not even in a sexual way, but just in a we're bored and we don't know what to do right now way? Because I have. And that's a fun fact about me that Sumi could just have in the back of her brain. I mean, look, I'll give you 2 quotes from that time when I did that, Sumi. One is my friend, let's not give his real name. Let's give me a dude's name.
Jason.
Okay, that's too close to his name. Give me a different name.
Jaden.
Different name. Still too close.
Yannick.
All right, so Brian. We decided 2 things about Brian, which is 1, his dick is way too big and his balls are way too small. Which, for both of you, I cannot speak for Al, but I just want to say that's a normal thing. That's an acceptable, fine thing. If your partner's dick is like really big, but his balls, you might think, oh, they're really small. It's fine. It's a thing. It happens. Conversely, give me another male name.
Wally.
All right, that's fine. No one involved in this was remotely close to that name. I mean, technically you say Will, but nah. One dude, we kind of were just like, man, that ball to dick ratio is way off. I it's really hard to explain this without just being like, here's a diagram of like penis size to like testicle size. But the fact is, there is a correct, or what is perceived rather as a correct ratio of like the size of your penis to the size of your dick, where it's like some people might have really big balls for what is like considered an average dick, I guess is probably the best way to explain it. Which is like, damn, Brian almost said his name, and even though neither of you know him or will ever know him, respecting privacy, I was just like, oh shit, those are massive balls. And I do wish this was a joke, because the inherent premise is super silly. But yeah.
Wanted to see what shapes and sizes.
It wasn't even a want. It was more just a general sensation of like, we're goddamn bored.
Okay, let's whip out our dicks.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So like, you say that joking, but like literally, do you know why I dragged my balls against another man's face?
Why?
Because like we had nothing else going on, and so I was like, oh man, it'd be funny if you did that. And then Ev and I were just like, all right. And so
okay.
yeah, no, literally, yeah, that's like why I looked at Ev and was like, do you want to do it? And Ev was like, fuck it. And so I like, from forehead to chin, drag my balls off. Yeah.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was alright. It's okay.
Okay. It's alright.
Yeah.
I guess we confirmed that you weren't gay.
Oh, I died. In the video to James. No, it's just like, I don't know, like, I'm used to the very art school. I mean, I'm shocked that you don't. I mean, maybe you weren't the most social at the time, baby, but like this art school like concept of like the pure, I guess, meaninglessness of sexuality.
I don't know. We hung around and had drawing parties, and we had art trades, and we colored each other's line arts, and like we gave opinions on each other's paintings, and we did like art books and designs together. Not the same art school you went to. We did P-Chat together.
Alright, what is P-Chat, and also why can't you breathe, Sumi?
Because she's laughing.
Was this not your experience?
I feel
okay.
like that is not a...
I tried jumping into the life rig and it didn't work. Look, Sumi. There is nothing wrong with a little homosexuality if both people are if both people are into it. And honestly, I can't speak for this as far as women go, but I at least can say for heterosexual men, as long as both people are pretty accepting, it's kind of like, whatever. Dragging your balls... God fucking damn it, I died again. Dragging your balls across another man is more just like, it's a weird feeling. Yeah, I mean, I've fully made out with Heaven. Like, for both of us, like, that, like, balls and stuff is more just like, well, this is just a chunk of flesh, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I'm totally not just Googling what is the clue to this puzzle. So yeah, Sumi, why are you like shaming me? Why are you picturing me with my balls out, Sumi?
Because you said it.
I feel invaded, personally.
I pictured it.
Yeah, but you're dating me. You're allowed to.
I guess I didn't need the picture. I've seen it.
Firsthand. Wink, wink. Alright, so which cartoony character did you picture me as? Alright. Some of the guys I'm seeing are telling me to just go back.
Uh-oh.
Like, but this game's save system is not the best. Alright, I mean, okay. I mean, certain questions, like... you see my face before, are you just assuming I'm an ugly... Am I, like... I don't know. I want some level of... support here. For my own emotional appeal.
So what, your face on like a...
Am I handsome? Is it a handsome ball slap?
Why are you asking this?
For someone to validate me. Thank you, Sumi.
Oh boy. You're a handsome eggplant.
Thank you. Alright.
You're welcome.
So the problem is all the guides I've seen for this game imply that a train stopped earlier on the tracks. Which I'm sure both of you can identify why that's a problem, because the train didn't stop.
Oh.
Trying to figure out what the fuck I did wrong. Oh, god damn it.
What?
Oh! I took a photo of the fallen tree because I'm a structural analyst and I needed to document when stuff is broken. And I didn't do that.
You fixed it.
Then I walked towards this village. Or maybe not in this way. Oh. I hop over. Okay. The game is so good that I got distracted by y'all.
You're too engrossed in your ball rubbing story.
I mean, a little bit, but like, not like that much.
Just a little bit.
Look, I don't think there's anything wrong with rubbing your balls on another man's balls.
If you're single, yeah.
Depending on what you and your partner are into at all.
Right,
Oh,
that too.
God, that's shit. Died. I walked into the water on purpose to try and reset. It set me back very far, and I'm not happy.
Back at this thing again.
This game makes me think of Myst. Where, like, the joy is in finally figuring out the puzzle after, like, an hour of thought. Whereas, like, I understand the idea of this, like, esoteric puzzle. But I also would like to, you know, not have to walk 2 or 3 minutes back to where the puzzle is.
Hammer Valley Dam. I hope that at least this place is in a better condition.
I wish, Sumi, but I do not believe I am. Ah! The game did not. This is an older game, admittedly. It did not tell me there was stuff going on here.
That should do it.
I love a video game that, like, I have to spend 20 minutes more in real life, but, like, I got distracted chatting with y'all about my testicles, I guess. And their whereabouts, you perverts.
I mean, they're usually on you, I hope.
My testicles are always on me? Is how testicles work.
Right.
I can't speak for other men, and I don't want to speak for Al and Sumi. I don't want you to just assume that this is inherently true for Al. But personally, I've always found that my testicles are just connected to my body. But that's not always true for all men.
True.
Yeah, I mean, some men don't even have testicles.
That's okay.
I mean, hell yeah, I support them.
They're still cool.
Well, that depends on where they are. Like, if they're in the Sahara Desert, no, they're not cool. They're quite hot. They're laying on the ground. Sometimes you'll find that your boyfriend has just tossed a pair of marbles on the ground.
You know, he kind of like, sometimes he wants to relax and lay down.
You know, you gotta take those testicles off. Remember, Sumi, not all boys have testicles. It is important to recall.
Are you cheating?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying not to, but yeah, a little bit. I wish this game would let me ride the train. Assuming if I could justify it in some way, like just brute forcing my way through this game, I would love to. I don't remember where I left off before I tabbed out to watch this random YouTube playthrough, but let's just touch on the highlights. 1, I'm a handsome, beautiful man. 2, baby, you're an incredibly beautiful and intelligent human being whom I love, and I'm so happy and lucky to have you in my life. Sumi, I won't comment on your beauty, but I know for firsthand that you're an incredibly intelligent, almost on some levels terrifyingly so person that anyone is lucky to have in their lives, especially if they need to solve a murder. And also, I forgot where this thought was going.
I love you too.
I love you, God, so much. Quite seriously, I don't want to make Sumi feel awkward, but Leland, you're such an amazingly funny and beautiful and important human being. And you fulfill me and make me feel so happy in ways that I didn't know that I deserved to feel. And I'm happy that I have you in my life. And
Well,
thank you.
I'll have you know, you deserve it.
Aww. Well, thank you for deciding that I am worthy and I'm so happy that you have deemed it so.
Yay!
Yay!
And if you ever come to doubt that, just remember me.
If I ever come to doubt it, literally every time I ever like start to doubt myself, I just remember. And Sumi, this is just a line for you in case you ever like Al's feeling a little down, and I can personally attest that this really did work for me. Whereas when I was feeling depressed and I communicated this to Leland, in addition to genuine support, Leland, one of the things she offered to me was like, "Hey, so you know how you respect my opinion? I love you, and how dare you ever question my opinion?"
How dare you fucking doubt me?
Yeah, is and I personally I can't argue the fact that like there was a genuine efficient like effective aspect to it that was like I like in that moment I hated myself, but then like hearing that was just like, oh, but I love this motherfucking person. Like I am sad, but like I at the same time I can't justify thinking that she's wrong, so there has to be some reason that she thinks like it is actually effective.
Yeah,
It's
don't
just
doubt me.
yeah, it's just the challenging of like, well, I mean, it's like the idea of, well, what if someone thinks you're wrong, but to its natural extension.
But they're not wrong. You know, I have pretty good taste.
Hey, you've stuck with me this long, so I mean,
I have pretty good taste.
I'm because this is like my first night free of classes, and so I've had like one drink. I don't know if I'm just like drunk, but I don't know what to do.
You're a little drunk.
Yeah, I'm definitely a little drunk.
I can tell.
I love you.
Love you too. It's not a bad thing.
Okay. Let's go. I mean, hey, if Al's free, feel free to invite him to the stream. Actually, that just stands for literally all things. If Al's ever bored, like, invite him on in here. Because I've never actually had, like, a voice chat. Like, Al is such a nice dude, and every time I've talked to him, he's super nice. But, like, I do wish that I had some level of, like, vocal interaction with him, because he seems like such a nice, lovely motherfucker. I'll always invite him. I feel like there's something to do with this train, but I don't know what. Like, there's gotta be something I can take from this train.
Take a picture.
Oh, actually, God, probably. How do I... Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, fuck. Okay, so the... Wait. What? Oh, okay, so... Dude, like, Sumi, if he's awake right now, just throw him in here. Is he from fake China?
Is he from bootleg China?
Yeah, I'm sorry, bootleg China. Wait, how did this train get it? So it didn't... I already took it. Is he... I mean, so especially... Jokes aside, especially for first generation Asian Americans, is he a first generation Asian American from Taiwanese parents? Because that is definitely true of like immigrant parents is they will impart certain political views on their children. Such as, if both of your parents are Taiwanese, you were taught, from the Taiwanese perspective, of what Taiwan is.
A country?
I mean, look, I'm a white German origin American born in Wilmington, Delaware, and I'm not going to get into what Taiwan is vis-a-vis China.
Right.
Here's what I know. There's one China. There's two parties of people who radically disagree on who is in control of it. And also traitors to the Chinese Communist Party will be put to death. But other than that, I don't know. Maybe Taiwan is just, they're just chill. No, yeah.
Taiwan's pretty chill. The only weird thing about Taiwan is that they're like strangely obsessed with Japan.
Well, yeah. Are you shocked by that?
I mean, I'm not. I just don't like it.
No, I mean it's terrible because Japan is terrible, but it's similar in the way that, like, and this is a bit of a dour term, but like neo-Nazi like ideology has flourished in Russia. In part because a lot of the people who survive in modern day Russia are descended from families that were anti-Soviet. And those ideologies flourished in the idea of, like, it was easy to sell Nazism, is that it's like, hey, these are the people who fought the Soviets.
They were
Like,
bad.
yeah, like, oh, you know how you think the commies bad? Let me tell you about this ideology that directly fought them via bullets. Like, that isn't to promote that ideology by any means, because let's just be real. All neo-Nazis should not live. They don't... honestly, I'm gonna be real. I don't actually care if either of you agree with me. This isn't me. This isn't Will asking for agreement. No neo-Nazis should draw breath. Just flat out. They should die. Anyone who holds neo-Nazi views, the world will be better off with their death. All of them should perish. And they are bastard people who should simply die. And the world will be better off without them. And frankly, I'm just assuming that you wouldn't argue at that point. But that there's support where the argument of the sanctity of human life stops having value, and I do believe it is in white supremacy, where that human life ceases to have that fundamental value and virtue, because you're raised Catholic, so you're taught like there's an innate holiness of the soul that can then be corrupted. And white supremacism is that point where it is corrupted beyond salvation. That is the venial sin. That is the point in which you go to hell automatically.
Hope they burn. I mean, I feel like...
No. You don't have to hope. They will.
Okay.
There is literally no one in human history outside of, like, mass shooting committers, Nazis, and maybe Vlad the Impaler, that, like, no one deserves that burning as much as them. If there's any form of God, they are not in his kingdom. Just flat out. They're monsters. They existed to create pain and suffering for the oppressed, and they will suffer.
Yay.
Yay! Hopefully every king is there with them, because literally fuck all that.
I think they are.
God, I hope.
They
This
will have
whiskey has hit me harder than I thought.
It's okay, baby.
Well, I'm mostly apologizing because I feel like I'm getting very in depth on my political viewpoints.
Oh, we've been there.
I mean, I know, but it's not to a like, oh, well, you people don't need to know this about what I believe so much as I just feel like, oh, all of these viewpoints are already very blatantly things that I believe, and I'm just restating things that most of you are just like, no, we know you think this will.
Yeah, and we agree anyway, so.
I still don't want to bore y'all. I will be right back because I go to the bathroom.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey.
I love you, Lynn.
I love you too.
And
yeah.
just so you don't feel left out, Sumi, you're pretty great. Like, double thumbs up. It's way more awkward to communicate. Look, I don't know how to phrase it properly, but you're a fantastic human being, and I think we're both glad that you're our friend.
Sumi's the cool stuff.
God, yeah, she is. You know, I don't know what Aoki means in Japanese.
Blue.
Means what?
Blue.
I don't have a webcam, so y'all can't see it, but when I asked it means what, I literally did actually turn my head as if I was getting one ear closer to my speakers, so that I could hear the response better. Is blue. Okay, so I already know, real quick, baby.
Yeah.
Is there a Japanese term for teal?
Yes, there is.
Alright, tell that to Sumi, because that's her color. I'll be right back. I'm going to go to pee.
What?
What?
Okay.
Look, I'm going to sum this up. Sumi's color is teal. That's her spirit. If our spirits had a color that represented our being, hers would be teal, regardless of what that color meant. What is the Japanese word for teal?
I only know a very awkward version of it from the textbook. It's called something like
More than me.
Kamo no Haneiro.
Can you spell that? Like, can you type it out or something?
You know.
What does that, like, literally translate to? Because I can't assume those three, like, separate words mean a singular word of teal.
It means the colors of the duck feather. Color of duck feather.
That's both super cool and also kind of nerdy. But I like it. Is there seriously, like, does... Because, I mean, I know certain languages lack certain words, like I do remember reading that early on when you and I were dating, when we were talking about Hohat, the city you're from, and apparently in the original Mongolian, like the name is like the blue city, but apparently when translated into Chinese, like when the Chinese like kind of got some authority, like there was this confusion and it started to become called the green city, because like whatever they translated to was like the word for blue green.
Yeah.
And so like
it's confusing.
Yeah, and so like Chinese people started being like, oh yeah, Hohat, the green city, and everyone's just like, no,
green,
that's not the word, it's not green. But so like, I mean, is it just this confusion over color?
I don't actually know. It didn't really come up in conversation a lot. Because Japan seems to be pretty confused about blue and green after all.
Okay, so I mean, I'm very curious about that. Like, in what way are they, like, in terms of translating it, like, probably communicating which they mean, or like they don't have an actual set color for each, or set word for each color?
Well, no, they seem to use it fairly interchangeably. Like when they say the signal like traffic signal, we say it's green, but they're like, oh, the signal is blue.
Well, I've seen their like actual physical traffic signals, and like they do actually use blue.
No, it's green.
Do you want to have this fight again?
It's green.
I won't actually fight this, but I've seen photos where in some Japanese cities they do actually use the straight up color blue.
Well, maybe they do have some blue, but most of it is green.
Have you been to Japan?
No, but I know more about Japan than you do.
Yeah, but we've already established, for Sumi's sake, I know the color green better than you.
Yeah, but it's green.
I will burn you down to this fucking earth. I actually just found an entire article dedicated to the fact that they use light for they use a light blue for Go.
This is green. Look.
So, I mean, from the stuff I'm seeing is they use green to indicate turning, but they use blue to indicate like go.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm finding several articles referencing their blue traffic lights. And as for Sumi, yeah, welcome to human culture. That is teal, which I fully acknowledge falls under both categories of blue and green.
It's greener than blue, though.
I'm gonna let you have that.
Yeah.
I didn't say I was gonna let you have that because you're right.
I'm right.
I love you. No, I got invested in this fight all of a sudden.
Oh my god.
I have to defend my glorious Nippon.
Nippon?
Nippon. Alright, I'll be right back.
Yeah, go. Okay, Sumi. Here's the thing. Okay, so I'm gonna show you a character. Is his hair green or yellow? It's green, right? Looks green to me. Right? Really? Why does everyone think that's yellow? That looks really green to me. I know I'm on the minority here, like I've asked a lot of people, but I don't know. That's the only thing I've adamantly thought that is definitely fucking green. But it's very desaturated, right? It's not bright, obviously. I think that's what's tricking me. No, it actually does lean towards yellow in the paint picker. It is desaturated yellow. Yeah. But the shading, right? Maybe. That's like overcooked green. That's like overcooked green beans color. You know what I mean? Yeah, like really hard.
Oh my god, you're not getting Sumi involved in this goddamn argument.
Right?
Oh my god.
Kinda.
Okay, so Sumi, take a deep breath. Ignore literally everything she's ever fucking said. And actually open up, like, Photoshop or the paint picker tool and actually use the paint picker. Ignore whatever the fuck she said about the paint picker, because she and I have had this argument. Pick it, and guess what? It's fucking yellow.
But look, that one's green.
No, ignore whatever the bullshit she says. This is about the image she sent initially. Other art has other colors and is irrelevant to this discussion because we're discussing the piece of art she's had. And I can't emphasize enough that she and I have had this debate in depth over 2 months. And she even admitted to me, to my face, that she knows she's wrong. She just doesn't want to admit it.
But it looks green.
And because she's admitted to me, but not you, she's... Yes, because it is yellow. She sees you as a pawn here, where she's already admitted to me that she knows she's wrong, but she hasn't admitted that to you. So you are a fresh face who doesn't have the complete and utter admittance of defeat upon. Don't fall into her trap. You hear that laugh? That's the laugh of someone who knows she's wrong but doesn't want to admit it.
But color by association, so it looks
That's
green.
not color, though.
By association, right? So
Yeah,
what happens
color
is
is the phrase. No, the phrase "color by association" is admitting that you don't properly process color.
So here's the thing: color by association is when a certain color is casted under a certain type of light, it changes color.
So that's admitting that you're acknowledging that your brain isn't processing the color correctly.
So the only way we perceive what color this originally
is by color
the
dropping it.
Color around it. So therefore, we actually do not perceive color by its original pigment. We perceive color by what's surrounding it.
So here's the crux of the argument: is Leland is arguing that your perception is entirely 100% based on your conceptual perception based on relevant outside factors. AKA see the experiment where you see the same color of gray regardless of whether it's next to a black space on a chessboard or a white space. If you don't know what I'm talking about, we can post images. My argument... Okay, so you do. Okay, so my argument is that your personal perception does not change the reality of color. It changes how your eyes process it, but that doesn't actually change the fact of what that color is. And that Leland is wrong, and she's just lying.
Well,
also, hold on, baby. Hold on. I want to point out the image you just goddamn posted is that A and B are directly the same color, and there's no comparison to be made.
Oh, no, but she knows what we're talking about. That's just with the comparison.
Okay, I just want to know the comparison image you posted is broken as shit. Like, I don't need to click it at all. It's very demonstrably A and B are the same color. Okay, cool. Thank you for just confirming, like, supporting my thesis. Love you. And also, I'm right and you're wrong.
But also, I was thinking, because of the lighting that is casted onto the character, which makes his skin,
What lighting?
The bright lighting that's casted onto his skin actually took away some of the red pigment of what skin should appear to be.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I am so excited for you to tell me how bright light on the color red makes it yellow, but also adds... Well, hold on. Let me finish the sentence because it somehow adds blue. So tell me how it removes yellow and adds blue. Go on.
No, it removes red, so therefore our perception moves towards the red spectrum, as you can see on the color.
Hold on, I need a sec. I'm gonna save my game for we'll pick this actual puzzle video game up tomorrow when I can. There's some weird esoteric shit here and I need to read something. But anyway, the point is, so tell me how removing light from yellow makes blue. Please
So here,
go on.
let me explain. So this light is
Can you provide visual examples to help us follow?
Okay, so in this picture you can see that the hand that he is holding has a much redder undertone and a redder hue
I actually don't necessarily see that because I feel like the darker orange hue of his skin means there's more red.
No, it is more. It is desaturated and more towards the other side. Well, anyhow, the light which means the light.
I don't agree.
The color of his skin.
I fundamentally don't agree with your statement.
The color of his skin, which is used, tends to shift because it lacks red. It tends to shift your view towards.
Okay, hold on.
Perception of the color towards.
Professor Tan?
Yes.
I'm raising my hand. Will you call on me?
Yes, Will.
Hi, Professor Tan. So the skin tone that is displayed on his hand is profoundly on every single level different than the skin tone on his face. To the extent that it's a different, like, human being and human body type of skin tone.
Right, but like I said, color by
Miss Tan?
So which means
Miss Tan?
is his face is actually closer to
Miss
the
Tan.
source. I'm talking.
Miss Tan?
Finish.
Miss Tan, I have a question.
Yes. Yes.
What form of lighting can I make to just instantly make one part of my body more tan?
Well, you cast a light in the
Miss Tan?
of the color spectrum closer to the top
Miss
of
Tan?
figure. Yes.
Miss Tan, I have a question. What form of light, skin lightening cream from India are you gonna try to sell us?
We'll get to that later. Okay.
Okay,
Anyway,
cool.
yeah, I'll let you know my recommendations.
Okay, Miss Tan,
Yeah.
will it be under $20 per bottle?
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, cool.
So because the color of his face is brighter than the color of his hand, because his face is on a different plane. It is taller. It is on a higher plane, which
Miss
means
Tan?
closer to the light source, which makes it appear a different hue.
Miss Tan,
Yes.
I play Dungeons and Dragons. It's all on the prime material play.
Anyway, so according to perception, it has shifted your view towards the red hue, which means what you perceive is redder. Actually, is less red than what it actually is. So, which brings us back to
Miss Tan?
So, if you, because the shift in perception, if you were to restore everything in its original colors under neutral white lighting with absolutely no color influence, you would shift everything back towards the green hue, which
Miss
means
Tan?
the hair is actually green, but it's perceived yellow
Miss
because
Tan?
of the lighting around. Yes.
Miss Tan. But if we actually color drop and remove the color from that and find that it's yellow, which is what we've done. But ignoring that, does the color that we perceive affect or have any significance to the fact that we know the direct colors that the artist chose? Regardless of our outside influences, if we have direct evidence that he chose a specific color. What's more important in your argument, and this isn't Will trying to criticize, but just clarify it to give you a chance to not be in a directly wrong camp, is your argument based on what is the color we perceive, or is it just on what the color itself is?
What the color itself is.
Okay, so you've chosen to be wrong, and I love you, but also I know what you're doing because you know that I can't resist arguing this. And you're a monster because I love you and I want you in my life, but also I know you're fucking wrong. But I have to hold myself back. And I just want you to know that you're an animal. Oh yeah, Sumi, you should know this laugh. I'm assuming you've given it to Al at some point, and if you haven't fucked with him enough. In which case, go fuck with Al a little, but like in a playful way. You're a bastard person, Leland. You're a bastard person. And I hate you. Because you know I want to die in this hill.
We're gonna be like